everybody. Sorry if you can't hear me well, but we'll be switching in on to the other mic soon. Just having a quick smoke. Welcome in, welcome in. We're going to be doing an elemental check-in tonight. Going to do something a little different. Smoking in the boys' room. Different. Welcome in. I'm doing okay. Um, I can hear the whole tribe howling right now. It sounds wonderful. All right, let's get the show up, shall we?
Thank you, Gypsy. Thank you, Gypsy. Alright, how's the sound? You guys can hear me okay? Welcome in, Max. No, it's too late for the guitar. I haven't been playing for a little while. I'm hoping to get into my music a lot more once I get out of here and get into my new place. Whenever that might be. Welcome in, Kate. Welcome in, Sky. Welcome in, Shelley. Welcome in, Gypsy. Patricia. Puck. Yolanda. Who else? TA. C, Triple C. Michael. Trudy. Emma. Welcome in, everybody. I need my own place more than I need music right now. You can help me do that by becoming a member. All right. So I'm going to do the readings tonight, starting with earth, air, fire, water. Okay? That's the way they're going to go. I'm only going to do one message per element. Okay? However, I'm going to do many messages within that message per element. So if you are a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, those messages very well could resonate with you. Vice versa with the air signs, the fire signs, and the water signs. Okay? I need my own place is what I need. I don't necessarily need a new place. I just need my own place. Alright, so we're going to start with earth signs. Alright. So that way you're not going to be... So that way you're not going to have to wait so long. I'm going to do earth, air, fire, water in each section. So I'm going to do a little bit about money. I'm going to do a little bit about love. I'm going to do a little bit about family and relationships and overall vibe and energy. Okay? Alright. So earth signs, what's the dragon message for the earth signs? Earth and water dragon creates the foundation of new growth. A fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. Okay, so earth signs, you got some definite changes to your new foundation. Okay? You're gaining a new foundation. Maybe you're creating a new foundation. But earth signs, congratulations. You got a new start coming up. Alright, can I get a animal whispers for my earth signs, please? got the grizzly bear, power. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up and I will succeed. All right, earth signs. Thank you, Sky. Greatly appreciated, my dear. I'm going to get you a sacred feminine message as well, earth signs. Okay, so you very well could be having issues with your ascension. You could be dealing with symptoms. You might want to look that up, what ascension symptoms might seem like to you. For some, it might be a headache. For some, you might be feeling extra tired. There's a lot of different things that you might be feeling, like lethargic. It takes a lot out of you. But I would look into it and see where it might pertain to you and focus on your self-care. Okay? It might be a bit of a rough ride if this is your first ascension. So just kind of roll with it. You might feel like you're coming down with a cold, but it's really not. Okay? So just brace yourself. And maybe take a little bit more time to yourself and be in solitude in order to recognize your own energy frequency. It will help ground you. Spend some time out in nature will help as well. All right, air signs. I'm coming back to the earth signs, so hold on. I'm just doing the oracles for now, for each element. All right, air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Dragons, what is the best blessed message for the air signs? You've got air dragon. Isn't that ironic? It helps you rise above earthly matters, communicate honestly, bring inspiration and hope, see life from a higher perspective. Okay? All right. Animal whispers for the air signs. As if. I'm picking another one. I had a feeling it was going to come out again. You got grizzly bear power, the same one earth signs got. Alright, so you might be feeling bogged down at this time. You might be feeling restricted. We had the freedom card come out backwards, upside down. However, it is the card of freedom. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. Okay? Alright, what's the sacred feminine message for air signs? The Matrix. I think recently the Matrix has revealed itself to you. I think that you've seen the edge of the Matrix. You've stepped out of the Matrix, and you've stepped back into the Matrix. I think you are becoming aware of what the Matrix is and how you can manipulate its energy to benefit you. With great power comes great responsibility. Okay? There is a universal law on this matrix, and it regards harming none, harm to none. I'm also getting that it is a time that you can go forth and awaken those with the wisdom and the knowledge that you have. Okay? So if you're being called to provide wisdom or knowledge to a certain degree or certain type of certain subject, if you're being called to speak on something, it's time. This is your message. This is your confirmation. If you've been being called to speak up about something, now is the time. All right, fire signs. Dragons. Can I get a message for the fire signs? Crystal yellow dragon. It opens you up to higher learning and wisdom. Expand your crown chakra for illumination. Walk the higher spiritual path. All right. Can I get an animal whispers for my fire signs? Alright, so this is basically telling me you've been feeling a little less vibrant than you usually are. You feel maybe that you might be dimmed. People might be dimming your shine. People might be it's almost like they're trying to cool you down. Or I'm almost getting a feeling of being too much. Like you're too vibrant. Or you make people uncomfortable. And all I gotta say to that, fire signs, is just keep being you. The people that can't handle your energy aren't supposed to be in your presence to begin with. So rejection is your protection, really. You are as vibrant as a peacock, and you were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life, and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. Okay, so just keep shining, fire signs. Your whole purpose is to glow and shine light. So keep doing that. Welcome in, Ryan. All right, waters. Let's get you a sacred feminine message. Sacred feminine, what is the message for my fire signs? Each element is going to get a collective, so hold tight. I'm just shaking it up so that way y'all get a little bit of message and we bebop back and forth. So the water signs aren't going to be waiting till the bitter end to get their message. Alright, I'm scattering it all out. Alright, we got transformation, which doesn't surprise me. Alright, fire signs, you've been going through some shit, and you're coming out the other side of it now. You're being tested, you're being schooled, you're being taught, you're being refined. Okay? And this transformation is bringing you into your new season, which is just upon you, actually. You are literally at the threshold, and you're on in the process of walking through that threshold, walking through that doorway into your new season. And fire signs, you should be extremely proud of yourself. You've been through a lot of adversity the last six months to a year, maybe longer. Some of you, it's been a 17-year-long cycle, and it's been rough. And that cycle is finally ended. And you might be feeling kind of in shock that it's all calmed down, that it's all went quiet. And it's because this cycle is officially over. Okay? Now, just as we feel a planet in retrograde before it happens, like a week, just as we feel the full moon come in a couple days beforehand, it's the same situation. So because of this cycle ending, we're coming out of the aftermath of that chaos, right? So the earthquake has happened, the dust is just now settling at this point, okay? So just know that throughout this experience, you're going to have this transformation, right? There's going to be change, okay? Allow this change to happen because it is for your best good. If there's anything wanting to fall off, let it. If there's anything that wants to fall away, let it. Don't try to hold on to things that are falling away. Otherwise, don't try to hold on to old skin. Okay? All right, water signs, what do we got for you? What's the message from the dragons? Itchy foot. Itchy foot. All right. Oh, that's kind of funny. Dark blue galactic dragon. It helps you to listen to the voice of the universe. Ignite the ignite the codes of your master blueprint. Access cosmic wisdom and enter higher service. All right. So this card is basically asking you to connect to your celestial spirit within you. All right, animal whispers for my water signs. And we got loon. You're an absolute loon, water sign. I'm kidding. It represents intuitive. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a very way, a very, trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. All right. Sacred Feminine for my water signs. Let's plug this in. That way she's nice and charged later. All right. Sacred Feminine message for my water signs. Now, there's two messages coming in. You keep it knocking, but you can't come in. Anyway. We've got the God card coming out. Okay? But it showed up in the reverse. So, for some of you, this message isn't for everyone. There's a couple different timelines I'm getting with this. There's a group of you that don't even believe in God. You're a bit of an atheist. It really hasn't proved itself to you. And then you have a group where it's almost as if you've lost respect because of the state of the world. It's like you've lost your faith. It's like you've lost your strength. And it's something that you need to search within yourself. Because I have a feeling you are looking outside of yourself instead. Okay? So you're kind of, it's like you're looking in the wrong place. Anyhow, look within yourself, because that is where I found the source of life. You can find that within your heartbeat. Also, water signs, you might have people interrupting you. You know, they might be getting on your last nerve, being very disruptive. That could be a confirmation just in itself. All right. Now that we got the oracle out of the way, let's get y'all an angel message. All right, earth signs. You got Zedekiel. Be the change you seek. Activation. Thank you, Zedekiel, for helping me to change within myself first before seeking change elsewhere. Your intentions to live with meaning and purpose have led you to where you are today. Where you are is where you are needed. But don't forget to be the light of healing wherever you go. The changes that you are seeking at this time must begin within you. Even if you are facing difficult circumstances, ask yourself how you can shine your light more wholly and fully. All right, earth signs? Air signs. You have the seraphim, divine compensation. Activation. My own goodness attracts good things, opportunities, and experiences. All the good you have done is blessing your pathway. When you do good, take loving action and share without hesitation. You build a powerful energy field that will protect and guide you on your way. All the generosity and kindness you have shared in your life is now coming back in a miraculous wave of light to lead you towards your next phase. This is the law of divine compensation. Fire signs, light beings, energetic shifts. Activation, I create space for learning anew. Fire signs, this is a time of healing and change. Old energies are being released from your world. This isn't a call to discard traditions, but to reflect on what you have learned and how you can grow. You're being called to be open and aware of new information that is being revealed to you, for it is pivotal for the next phase of your journey. Welcome in, Tammy, Little B. Water signs. You have the Earth Mother. You know how to evolve. Activation. I take the soul-led steps I need to take in order to heal and grow. Water signs. There is something that you know needs your time and attention. Something that you know needs your action. There's something that you know is going to help you grow and evolve. Today, you are being invited to take the steps you know you need to take in order to move out of a stuck state and into a state of growth. This isn't a lifetime to fall back into old patterns. It's a lifetime to create new ones. Okay? So step into it. Elementals. All right, let's see. A card each. No, I'm going to get 3 cards each for each element. Oh, my goodness. Sorry if that got in your ear. It might have been a little loud. I'm sorry. All right. 3 out of the middle. Earth signs. Okay, Earth signs, you might be a little bit paranoid. Okay? You might be dealing with a karmic Gemini. And I think you're past the point of tolerating this karmic. All right, Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, you could very well be dealing with a karmic Gemini. They very well could be paranoid with you, or they could just be outright paranoid. We've got the fructose intolerant card that came out, but it was in the reverse. So I think you're beyond having to tolerate with this particular individual. Like you've over exceeded like your patience to deal with this individual. And it's almost as if they've got you tied in somehow. Maybe feeling paranoid. I don't know. But either way, I think maybe you've snapped. Or maybe you've just accepted that this Gemini is as karmic as they are. I don't know. But this is a confirmation that this is your reading. Is there any message regarding this? Can I get a little, like 3 cards, Spirit, for this particular situation? All right, 3 cards. Oh, 4. Okay, we've got the 10 of Cups, we've got the 2 of Swords, we've got the Ace of Cups, and we got the Sun. it's a lot about family. It's a lot about trying to make a family. And it's a lot about someone not being able to make a decision. Okay? It's a lot about somebody learning how to love themselves and learning how to show love to others. And in order to do that, in order to bring joy and happiness rather than pain and sadness. Now, I do get some sort of manipulation with this because of the Two of Swords with the inability to make a decision. I think there's a lot of confusion regarding this particular karmic that you're dealing with. But I think what these cards are trying to tell me is that you are looking for enjoyment, you're looking for fulfillment, you're looking for love, you're looking for, you know, joy and happiness and sunshine and all that jazz. Okay? But this karmic Gemini, Earth signs, it seems like they don't want to make a certain they're having a hard time making a decision, and they're confused and they don't want to make this decision. Meanwhile, they have love, they have fulfillment, and they have nothing but blessings in the process of this. But they're choosing otherwise. I think this is a time where you need to choose yourself. You need to fill your own cup up and don't worry about this karmic. Bring enjoyment to your own life. Okay? Don't allow them and their non-decision to hold you back. You can still make your own decisions. Okay? And you can still move forward with or without them. And I'm really getting with their inability to fill their own cup, how do they expect you to fill their cup when they're not willing to fill yours? When there's no reciprocal situation, right? So with this indecision, I would say make a decision for yourself. Choose yourself over anything else. Okay? All right. Air signs. All right, fine. So somebody's either you're misunderstanding somebody on purpose or somebody's misunderstanding you on purpose. Can't compete where they don't compare, and you're done with the snorkel gear kind of surface level superficial bullshit. It seems like you're wanting to get deep. You're wanting to go deeper than surface level now. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting with this. Now the karmic chicken is also here. So jealous of you, they'll shit all over your success, but too much of a coward to go get their own. Yeah, so you might even... I kind of feeling like you're comparing yourself to someone. That's the feeling I get from this. Or somebody's trying to compare themselves to you. I get the feeling that one of you, it's either you or the person that you're dealing with, is surface level. One is surface level and one isn't. I'm kind of getting a divine kind of timeline and a karmic timeline. But that's what you get with the Geminis. And Aquarius particularly. But let's see. Is there... Come on. Hands, can we work together? Please. Yeah. You might be needing to find strength at this time. It seems to be there's some sort of a third-party situation that's got you all up in your head. Some sort of intuition. Maybe your intuition is trying to tell you something. I'm seeing that you're having a hard time finding confidence within a third-party situation. You might be feeling a little bit trapped in your head. Trying to find your courage. You might be trying to remove yourself from this third-party dynamic. Maybe it's been a regular thing for you and you're just trying to remove yourself from this kind of dynamic. Maybe you're wanting to gain solitude. I'm also getting a sense of self-sabotage, so be careful on that. Try to empower yourself instead. It's also showing you that you need to start listening to your intuition. Because your intuition is guiding you, you're not listening to it, and then you're sitting in guilt because your mind and your body is telling you one thing and you're doing another. You're totally ignoring it, you're totally disregarding it. And this is, I think, where you're having a hard time to compare with other people. Because it seems like they're listening to their intuition and going somewhere, and you're not listening to it and you're stagnant and you're stuck. So try to be aware as to what is happening in your surroundings, okay? All right. Fire signs. What do we have for you from the karmic chicken? What do we got? We got peanut gallery, gossip queen, gossip king. So somebody's gossiping about you. Ah. Okay, so there's people that are gossiping on you. They're saying some pretty heinous shit. Whoever's coming up against you and creating this, they're losing divine protection. They are in for a whopping of divine intervention. All right, fire signs? Yeah, because they're turning around saying that you're basically everything that you touch, you destroy. And they're saying that everywhere you go, you bring chaos. Interesting. We are elements of transformation. You know, we very well could cook your food, we could keep you warm, or burn your fucking house down. Pick one. It all depends on how you show up to us is going to be how we're going to show up to you. Just goes with the thing. Goes with the territory. Now, I did see the judgment card in reverse, so somebody very well could be misjudging you. All right, fire signs, it's looking like you have some love coming in. The Sun and the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So you very well could be meeting an Earth sign soon. There very well could be some sort of love being illuminated to you. Can I get a little bit more on that? Yeah, you're going to have to make a judgment call once this is revealed. You don't see this coming. And there's going to be a lot of knowledge, a lot of clarity coming to the mix here as well. It could be a Taurus, it could be a Sagittarius, but something tells me that you're going to need to put up your boundaries because there's some sort of toxicity coming in regarding that. I kind of get a feeling that there might be a Sagittarius coming in to get energy from you. It's either that or it could be that Archangel Michael's looking after you and protecting you. Quite possibly could be sticking up for you against a couple energy drainers. I get a feeling that there very well could be a dark Hierophant, quite possibly a Taurus. However, fire signs, there's definitely something here. Somebody's wanting to disconnect you. But when this happens, when this meeting happens, you're going to need to make a judgment call. A quick judgment call. You're going to have, okay, so you're going to have the clarity that you need to make this judgment call. But it seems like someone's trying to disconnect you from what's meant for you. But everything is going to fall into place and stand your ground. You do have justice coming in as well. The Libra card showed up. So things are going to balance out better than expected, by the looks of it. Alright, water signs. Let's see what we got from the karmic chicken for my water signs. One, two, three. Alright, so water signs, you very well could be in this picky Peter kind of energy. You could be dealing with a Virgo. And you could be very well dealing with either a karmic chicken, or you could be very well jealous. Two different timelines. You could be the jealous one shitting all over somebody else's success, but too much of a coward to go get your own. Or somebody might be shitting all over your success and too much of a coward to go get their own. You could very well be dealing with a Virgo that very well could be very picky. Alright, water signs. Can I get any more messages for my water sign collective? Alright, so this particular karmic chicken very well could be asking you for help after they shit on you. You could be asking them for help, or they could be asking you for help. We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So somebody might be coming in and asking you for a favor. This could also be that someone's extremely unstable right now and having a hard time walking away emotionally from a particular situation. Now, you very well could be dealing with somebody that's being very selfish and not wanting to walk away from you and creating havoc. Yeah. Very well could be keeping you from moving on. Yeah, we've got the Empress here. We have the King of Cups. You very well could be guarding your heart right now. You could very well be very guarded of your emotions. You might want to watch on the self-sabotage, however, and the inability to move forward, or the notion to manipulate others. I'm really getting that you need to be focusing on yourself because I feel that you're getting distracted from what's important. You're allowing the opinion of others to detriment your current focus. It should be none of your business what other people think. Right. Earth signs. What's the current vibe that you need to be aware of? Earth sign vibe. Okay, Earth signs, you're dropping envy, you're dropping the competition, the resentfulness, the discontentment. You're done being stagnant, stuck. You're done with the dead ends. You don't want to be frozen anymore. I think you're warming up to the possibility of branching out on your own with a newfound sense of self-confidence, I think, is what I'm being told. Now, there very well could be rumors, gossip, nosy people in your energy or trying to get into your energy. Act accordingly. All right? You don't necessarily need to tell them anything. You can create the boundaries that you need to keep going because some of these people are going to come in disrespectful. You will think enough is enough and you will be defending yourself. Now, there's definitely something going on about a glow up, new opportunities, new career, successful business on the horizon. So I would get ready for that. All right? Let people talk. They're going to talk anyway. All right? You may be feeling a little bit trapped at this moment. Things are going to change up real quick. All right. Air signs. What's my message for my air signs? All right, so you're no longer up in your head daydreaming. You might have been up in your head daydreaming for quite some time about a particular subject or someone, You've been kind of in this kind of very intimate kind of energy. You want to get back closer in a connection with a particular person. There's definitely some sort of mutual respect and unity and closeness that you want to re-collaborate and re-solidify with a particular person. You know that might not happen now or today, but that's what you're kind of hoping on. You're kind of thinking about and you're kind of reminiscing about the past. But I think that you see that there is some sort of validity here that you need to move forward with. I do see that you're no longer in the clouds about this or feeling delusional, like you're going crazy. There is no real hopes and dreams with this particular situation. You're looking at it from a very sound, grounded position. Can I get one more? Yeah. Yeah, you're dealing with a particular dead end relationship, an old ex, and I kind of feel like that you're remembering as to why you cut this person off to begin with. Okay? I don't believe that they had a very good sense of control, of personal control. I sense maybe something to do with drinking, some sort of substance use. But this person continued to have you stressed out, migraines, always constantly in worry. And I think you couldn't take much more, so you distanced yourself. You didn't want to be a dirty little secret anymore. You wanted more than just a sex fix. You wanted something deeper. And again, I'm getting that below surface level, like you're wanting to take out your scuba gear rather than your snorkel gear. So you're done with this superficial, surface level kind of relationships. All right, fire signs, what do we got for you? Sure. All right, you got Archangel Michael kicking it with you. He's protecting you while you could be in isolation at this time. Please continue to feel hopeful, get inspired, be optimistic, because there is success on the way. Right now you might not be at peace, you might be feeling a little unbalanced, you might be feeling a little down because of this isolation. Embrace this. You're not alone. All right? You're guided by angels, you're guided by your ancestors, and as long as you are in alignment with them and allow their messages to come through, you're not going to be alone. You're not going to go through this alone, whatever transition that you're going through. It's going to be better than expected. So just allow things to fall into place the way they should. Okay? You're being protected, you're being prevented from harm, and you have divine intervention at your helm here. Okay? What do we got? Okay, so what this is telling me is that somebody's going to be facing some major consequences due to their bad choices and games and mixed signals that they've been playing. Okay? And I don't believe this is you. I believe this is the person that you're dealing with. They're currently laughing right now, but it seems that you're going to be getting the last laugh by the sounds of it. Okay? Archangel Michael is going to make sure of it. He's not happy with the way people are treating you. All right, water signs. What, pray tell, is the vibe for you? All right. Now, you could be very well dealing with somebody that's two-faced. I'm picking up a karmic I'm picking up a karmic water sign that's watching me right now. They're creating a stagnance for someone, and they're trying to put somebody in isolation and trying to make them out to be two-faced. But you are the two-faced one. You're going to be running into a dead end, karmic. I'm just letting you know that now. It's not going to fare out too well for you. Not when you're trying to cheat somebody and backstab them. Alright? Living this double life is not going to pan out very well for you at all. And for you trying to get someone to go into isolation and stay into isolation, you're going to be having this bestowed upon you. If not right now, you will be receiving this very soon. The divine is not going to allow this to go on too much longer. All right? This is water. You could very well be dealing with someone that's two-faced too. That's another timeline I get. Somebody's living a double life and cheating. You might be feeling rejected, left alone. I'm also getting that you might be holding on to a stagnant old energy that's keeping you from raising your vibration. There could be some healing that you need to do, inner healing, in order to release this, in order to allow your vibration to heighten. So there very well could be some other things maybe resulting or revolving around a two-faced individual. I do feel that there's something here that you need to let go of. I think there might have been a misunderstanding here with this particular person. You're seeing it one way, somebody's seeing it totally different. That's okay. If you guys don't see it in the same predicament or same perspective, you guys weren't meant to see it. You guys weren't meant to align. Don't take it personal. Okay? Does a magnet take it personal when the other magnet runs away from it? No. It just means that it wasn't a magnet meant for them, right? Otherwise, they'd stick right together. It's pretty well the same concept. Again, it comes back to rejection is your projection. Either for you or for them. Regardless of the situation. Sure, off the top, what do we got? Shattered. Uncontrollable masculine energy that's no longer puzzled, confused. I'm really kind of getting a feeling that you know of someone that's really kind of going through it right now. You've been trying to be of some sort of support to this person, and you're finding out new information. I'm getting a feeling this is information that they don't even know yet, and it's literally got you livid. It's got you pissed off. Like the audacity. How could someone do this to someone? It's kind of like you're finding out you're You're kind of being the detective, and you're looking into some things, and you're finding out that there's somebody that's literally lost their rocker. They've lost control and authority over themselves. Either way, something's going to come out of it. There's going to be some sort of change happening very soon with that, whatever that might be to you. All right. Earth signs, the voice of souls, and then we're going to get into, I'm going to get a voice of souls message for each element. All right. Spirit says, this is not a free message. Please insert $1. Please insert $1 to continue. You have 5 minutes remaining. Please insert $1 to continue. All right, Earth signs. All right, so Earth signs, you might be dealing with a little bit of anger and miscommunication. I think this is from letting go of a karmic relationship. It seems like you're seeing things or seeing someone or seeing a situation from a different perspective now. It's almost like you've been enlightened to the truth of something. It seems as though the anger has gotten the better of someone, and it's something that you cannot help or you're not receiving any help with anytime soon. If you're waiting on communication, you're not going to receive it. There's not going to be any closure here. Yeah, you're being misguided. Okay, so don't be waiting on closure from a particular person if that's what you're looking at. Spirit's saying that there's people there that are on the other side that love you. Okay, so you might have just lost someone. Spirit's saying you need to forgive yourself for not seeing things when you could have. I get a feeling you might have been being deceived. You might have been being lied to. And Spirit is asking you to forgive yourself for not knowing the true essence and the true story. But Spirit's saying that you are loved, and that although you were misguided, there is redemption for you. But it starts with you. You need to forgive yourself. This was not something for you to carry. It was not your responsibility. Okay? It's almost as if someone was trying to exchange this responsibility onto you. The thing is here, this isn't a spiritual situation, okay? You were in essence trying to face a fear and you have no regrets, okay? You have no regrets for loving this person or having any type of dealings with this person. However, due to the rigmarole that you've gone through, there will be abundance. There will be some sort of um, retribution. There will be some sort of karma and dharma exchange between this. So if you're feeling like a Seven of Pentacles reversed, where you're thinking it's all for nothing, okay, just think of it slightly different than that, because it's not all for nothing. Okay, when you look at alchemy, you can't get something out of something without something equally given. All right, and for that which is not reciprocated is built up in karma at a later date. So that what you do not, so that what you're not honorable with, you will get dishonored later due to that imbalance. We, each and every one of us, has the choice to make, to balance out the status quo. And when we choose to leave it unbalanced, that's where the chaos happens. And we each have an individual choice on that. Either to bring it out of balance or bring it back into balance. Yeah, you might be biting your tongue quite a bit, Earth signs. You're having a hard time staying calm. Spirit's saying to transmute what you're feeling in order to help you release it in a positive way. Thank you, Gumboots. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, where are we? Air signs? Yeah. All right, Spirit, voice of souls for air signs. What's the scoop? There's one. Let's see. Yeah, reproach, karma, love, message of peace, duality, and education. All right, Earth signs, I'm getting a feeling that you're learning some lessons. Some very karmic lessons. It's almost like you're looking at somebody with different eyes now. It's giving me a feeling that you've had an awakening about a certain particular truth. I think you not only are learning about karma, but you're also learning about dharma and how to keep the balance of both. And I get this feeling that you might have learned a lesson on how closing off your heart can actually damage you more than leaving it open and being open to love. there's also a duality. Just as you're facing karma, there's something of a dharma happening as well. Whether it be for you or your adversary. It's a lot to see somebody going through karma, but it's another thing to see someone going through karma while you're receiving dharma. And it's usually the transfiguration and the transformation of alchemy to bring about balance. And I think through this experience, you've learned quite a bit. Yeah, before this, you didn't know what source was, but I think it's created a experience for you to be validated in this experience. That you do see, you do know, you do feel what source energy is. And you're being guided now at this time to go towards a new light, a new perspective, to open yourself up to a new world. It's also showing me that there was misaligned lessons that you haven't learned yet, that you failed to push under the rug. And because of these failed lessons, there will be no reunion with the particular energy. And this will bring about some sort of unhappiness to you. However, it is your karma for a particular situation of the past. For those that this message is for, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. For those of you that are questioning it, chances are that's not your message. Fire signs. What do we got? Fire signs, it's not that you've been failing to see a particular spiritual message. I think that you've had a lot of I think that you've had a lot of drama, and you've had a lot of pain, you've had a lot of noise in the background of your life lately. And I do believe that this is very well could be keeping you from moving on. It's kind of keeping you stuck from finding your happiness. You feel like, in essence, spirit might be misguiding you. And I think this is a position where you might be kind of somewhat trying to understand the message. You're trying to find understanding to the way forward. I do get a sense of reactive abuse. I do get a feeling of having a hard time and a very big challenge to try to trust yourself, to try to trust your intentions, your movements, your actions. And it's mainly because you've lived with a voice that has constantly questioned you. They've constantly questioned your validity, the way you look at life, the way you see life, and they've left you in nothing but a fog. I do see you coming out of that fog, and I do see you being more certain as to where you are, who you are, what the situation is. I do see you seeing that pathway forward, but I also see this energy that is keeping you from moving through to move on, move with. It's almost like somebody's put a spell on your compass and you can't find your sense of direction. So use this time to really kind of calm your energy at this time. Be in the stillness. Cut out all the background noise. Go for a walk in nature. Because I do believe somewhere along the line within this stillness, you'll find what you're looking for. And it's all within you. It's not something that you're lacking. It's just you might have it in a box on a back end shelf in the back room somewhere. And you're looking out on the main shelf and there's nothing there that you're seeing. You forgot that you put it in the back room for safekeeping. Kind of situation. That might resonate with somebody for something in more ways than one. All right, water signs. Water signs. Water signs. What do we got for you? All right. Water signs. Two different timelines. You're either gaslighting someone or somebody's gaslighting you. Somebody's painting a happy picture for you. Okay? It's either that or you're trying to find your happiness. However, what you're trying to find happiness in is a karmic relationship. And it kind of gives me a feeling that it seems as though they're wanting you to submit to their karmic energy. They're wanting you to they're wanting you to belittle yourself or lower your standards in order to submit to their karmic energy. And it's mainly to misguide you and guide you off your path. I don't know what this path is, per se, as to why they are guiding you off this path or getting you distracted. But there's some sort of karmic energy that's wanting you to submit or wanting to submit to you. Or maybe you're wanting to submit to a karmic energy. I don't know. Flip it the way it goes. You could be being misguided. You could be misguiding someone else. By misguiding this karmic relationship and submitting to this or whatever the case may be, very well could be bringing you happiness or someone else for that matter. I'm being called to say that this number 6, the number 2, the number 4, the number 24, the number 3, the number 3 or 36 very well could be significant. So January, February, March, April, May, so June 24th, June 30th, March 6th could very well be significant as well. March 6th, you might be misguided on that day, so you might want to take heed and pay attention to use your discernment as to what you're listening to and who you're being guided by on that day. All right. Tea type, cigarette, and then round 2 for collective messages. I can't help it. That tea was really good. I want another one. Good job, Lobo. As long as you're finding your peace within the solitude, that's the biggest challenge. Because a lot of people don't like being in solitude. A lot of us have been brought up into the notion that we need to rely on others. And what happens when nobody's available? You kind of have no other choice but to rely on yourself. It's part of the awakening. You're right on time. Like, I'm totally aware that a lot of the people that have subscribed, they're on their healing journey. I get it. Right? Welcome in, Robert. Alexis, don't put so much pressure on yourself. What most people don't realize is a lot of the things that bubble up over time. You'll find old things you thought you were done with, old thoughts, old perspectives, old traumas that you thought you were dealt with and under the bridge. They'll bubble up. So let them bubble up. They're bubbling up to the surface for a particular reason, for you to look at them and pay attention. So try not to put so much pressure on yourself and just allow it to flow. See, Lobo, that's what happens when you do the work. Things start making sense. The tea's going down good tonight. Can't get enough. Okay, I'm gonna do you guys a 6-stack each element, okay? Yeah. Okay. So, starting with the earth signs. This is for your month forecast for March. So what's going to happen over the 4 weeks of March? Earth signs. What's the message for earth signs? All right, so you very well could be making a decision to take a leap of faith in a new direction. Okay? Tell me more. All right. Working and guarding your stability. Manifesting your reality. Let me get one more. Let me get one more. Thank you. All right, so we have 2 and 2. All right, so we got the Fool. We got the 2 of Pentacles. We got the King of Pentacles. We've got the Magician. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the 2 of Swords. I'm really getting a feeling that somebody's leaving you out to dry. I'm really getting a feeling that you might be ghosted. Because we have here you taking a leap of faith in a new direction, balancing things out, stabilizing your foundations, manifesting your reality, and then there's some sort of blip in your radar, or there's some sort of a distraction. Somebody very well could be coming in to ask you for help, and you would maybe have to make some sort of a decision or come to a certain truth or balance or collaboration. Can I get the next level, please? So we have the Hermit coming out in the reverse. By taking this new leap of faith and by balancing out things for yourself, I think this is getting you out of your comfort zone. You could be coming out of isolation. Now, balancing things out and finding your foundation might have been a little bit challenging for you. It might have had you all stuck up in your head and kind of feeling trapped. Now, this very well could have been the fact that you trying to create a stability for yourself, and whoever you were maybe colluding with or collaborating with, it wasn't an equal reciprocal kind of situation. So you're finding that you're having to really kind of work this manifestation out on your own rather than having anybody working this manifestation with you. It's like you're almost better off going at it alone than having other people's prickly hands in it. Yeah, because there's some sort of misconception, there's some sort of lies, deception, there's some sort of something of words, of disregard, of lies, of rumors, of gossip, of some sort coming through here that's creating this distraction, okay? So there very well could be an air sign coming in trying to pull the wool over your eyes about a particular situation. All right, so you very well could be making a move. You very well could be inspired to help someone out due to some sort of lies. And this is where you're calling truce. You could be calling truce with a fire sign. There could be some sort of communication coming forward towards a fire sign. You could be that. You could be speaking to a fire sign. Either way, there's some sort of aspect of love coming out of this. You might be getting out of your comfort zone and going towards someone with a cup of love, of compassion. They might be all trapped up in their head. Okay, so yeah. This could be you, it could be somebody else that you're dealing with, but somebody's up in their head about a one-sided, deceptive situation, quite possibly as a fire sign or with a fire sign. There's definitely some sort of cup of love here, compassion, and with this fog or feeling trapped up in your head and the non-reciprocation, it's something to do with a thwarting of some sort of destiny or some sort of idea or trip. It's being postponed, it's being thwarted. There's a lot of karma coming with this, though. There's a lot of karmic repercussions. Yeah, there's some sort of lies and deception that's coming to light about the non-reciprocal, about the lies, about the deception on this fire sign. Okay, so the illusion is that it ended by the looks of it, but I don't think somebody ended it due to the same reason that you're aware of. I think there's an illumination as to why someone ended something, and it was due to lies. It was dealing from deception and somebody standing on truth. And again, I'm clarifying that you very well could have been lied to. The Queen of Swords. Somebody wasn't nurturing their truth. And they were nurturing a lie and deception for some sort of money. There's an Ace of Pentacles here, and this is why it very well could have been under the guise of money. But there's Page of Swords, so there's some sort of communication coming forward, some sort of, it very well could be somebody watching you or you're watching someone else. We got the Five of Swords. Somebody's wanting to reconcile, or somebody, I don't know, reconciling differences due to some sort of a chaotic family experience. Yeah, somebody's It seems like you got in a little over your head with something and you were deceived. Had something to do with the house, inheritance, it had something to do with money, and people were colluding. I think you might have been pulled into this collusion. You might have been pulled in to watch or survey, or you might have been commissioned to maybe stalk or look after or watch someone. And now you kind of feel bad for going up against this particular person because you were lied to about them. And I have a feeling that you want to bring some sort of cup of compassion towards them. You're having a hard time walking away from this. Because whatever you don't want to walk away from, it's actually kind of giving you hope. It's actually making you take a moment and kind of reflect on the experience. And this is about realizing maybe how gullible you might be, or how trusting in others you might be when you shouldn't be. It's allowing you to open up your mind and heart, as well as to maybe pay attention to your discernment and your intuition in order to not be deceived. But it's almost as if you're not walking away from a particular situation, you're putting a stop to it. And I'm getting this feeling of unfairness. And I think this is why you're stepping up and putting your foot down. And if you're wondering whether or not there's still hope for this, there is. I think it's about realizing things from a different perspective, seeing it from different eyes, in order to understand the full experience. I hope that message helped you, Earth signs. Sweet dreams, Ryan. All right, air signs. This is your 6 stack. All right. Right off the bat, I'm seeing that you might be taking an L. You might be having no other choice but to focus on yourself at this time. You might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed with the status quo of your emotions and what's been going on around you. It feels like everything that you're touching is falling apart. and you're just kind of standing in the logic and the truth of it all. It's almost kind of feeling like, okay, if it's going to fall, I'm just going to let it fall where it may, and I'll deal with the aftermath. It's like you're not even caring. You're not putting any much of an emotion into it. However, you do see that there might be needing to be some sort of balance and reciprocation. And I do believe something is going to balance out with a particular fire sign. However, there's been a lot of work done, and there needs to be a remedial stock take of a list taken, um, taking stock of the situation at hand. I do believe it's a lot about having confidence. It's a lot about staying in the truth of the matter, about the logistics, the justice, despite how everything falls apart. A lot of this is saying that things fall apart to be refocused. Things fall apart and fall away in order to show you what's left and in order to show you what's important. Very well could be top priority. Second level. All right, second level, you've literally had no other choice but to let it fall. And this was the only way that you were able to find balance. And with this, you've kind of stayed kind of stubborn in the way that you see things in your perception. And it seems as though you're unable to move forward with this particular perception. It seems as though you may have misjudged a situation that really you had no hand in. It seems as though this particular reciprocation, it wasn't in your wheelhouse. It wasn't reciprocation towards you. It was reciprocation towards the situation that they were dealing with, whoever you are dealing with. In retrospect, you were not the one being thought of in this reciprocation. Okay? This reciprocation had nothing to do with you. There was a lot of misjudgment. There was a lot of destruction. And I get a very, very big helping of jealousy and envy with a particular fire sign. You're very stubborn and very set in your ways pertaining this person. And you felt that the only way to bring balance to this is to destroy what they were building. I get a feeling that you felt some sort of personal anguish regarding this. Meanwhile, it had nothing to do with you. It's as if somebody was speaking to someone else, and whatever they were speaking of, it resonated with you, and you took it personal, when it had nothing to do with you to begin with. I'm really picking up on a Gemini energy, so you very well could be a Gemini. However, you could be an Aquarius or a Libra, and you could be dealing with a Gemini. Flip it the way that it goes. As well, you very well could be dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. But there's definitely a needing and a essentiality. It's very essential that you stand on truth, you stand on justice for some sort of reciprocation. And it's about seeing it in a different light of honesty rather than deception. Because with this page of, or this Eight of Pentacles, I do see that there was a lot of deception here, and quite possibly obsession. All right, let's get the next level. All right, by coming forward and balancing this particular situation out, being rather stubborn has kind of disabled you. Being set in a particular perspective and not being able to open your mind to new perspectives or new avenues or new way of looking at things has kind of created a defenseless, a helpless kind of energy. It might have sent you in a bit of a tower. You might have had, because you were in this stubborn energy, it might have created havoc and chaos for you. You might have been feeling like you were left in the dark about something. It does show here that due to the lies and the deception and the coercion to ruin something or sabotage something, I'm really getting a lot of jealousy, entitlement, as if you were entitled to something and you weren't. You had no business. And I'm sorry I'm picking up on karmics with the air signs, but there's quite a few karmics out there with air in their chart. I'm just going to roll with it. Divine air signs, bear with me. So, something that you don't see coming is there's quite a bit of destruction happening, and it's happening quite quickly due to your misjudgment. You've got a lot of people, a lot of intentions, a lot of energies coming at you all at once. And it's almost as if some sort of tower is being rebirthed. Some sort of defenseless aspect of yourself is being rebirthed. It's making you overthink, and it's making you question what's been left in the dark. Something to do with the Queen of Swords in reverse. There's a lot of lies and deception. Somebody's nurturing their lies that they're telling, that they're speaking. Yeah, Knight of Swords. It's kind of left you speechless, though, of not wanting to come forward and speak up on something. It's almost as if something you felt was resolved in the past is coming back to haunt you. And it seems as though it's taking all your energy. What's the cap? So the cap, we have the Ace of Swords reversed and the Ace of Cups right side up. So this was some sort of lies about love. It very well could be you were lying or somebody else was lying to you about the love that they were trying to show you, and it was more or less an energetic attachment rather than any type of love or sincerity. Robert, thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Anyone that has donated tonight, I wish you abundance and prosperity tenfold to what you've donated. So I wish you much abundance, much prosperity to all of those that have taken the initiative to support my channel. And instead of tenfold, let's go hundredfold. Hundredfold prosperity to all that donate tonight. Let it rain upon your life. So really, air signs, I think you need to get it together. Okay? We need to start focusing on what's important. Sabotaging somebody's life isn't one of those things. Karmic retribution, karmic retaliation. For some of you, it's going to be a reality. It's coming back to bite you. All right. I'm going to get a mini 3-stack for the divine air signs. Yeah, somebody's trying to throw away their accountability on lying. Okay. I'm banishing out the karmic air energy. You're no longer welcome here. Spirit, can I get a divine air message, please? Is there anything that I can focus on for my divine air signs? We've got the Hierophant coming out on the split, as well as the Ace of Wands. So there very well could be a new offer of a commitment, air signs. You could be offering this new commitment, or somebody could be offering this to you. All right, divine air signs, a 3-stack, please. Yeah, you need to be focusing on yourself at this time. Yeah, you need to be standing in your power, focusing on yourself, focusing on your priorities. Keep your cards held to your chest, okay? Don't be telling everybody your business. Something about a 10 of Pentacles. What's going on, air signs? I'm sorry, air signs. I'm moving on. It's just all karmic, and I don't want to even bother educating anybody on the karmic energy. It's dumb. I got no patience right now. I'm so much so I'm switching out my cards. All right, fire signs. What's going on with my fire signs? This is your monthly 6 stack, telling you anything from love, money, family, whatever the case may be. Whatever is predominantly more important is showing up in your reading tonight. All right. Can I get a 6 stack for my fire signs? Okay, there's some sort of an ending here coming in quick with the King of Crystals in reverse. Okay. It's showing that there's nothing left to offer this person, or there's nothing left with this particular person to be offered. It's almost giving me the feeling like you can't help this person. They won't help themselves. And quite frankly, they're looking to help you miss out on something. So be very wary. Queen of Acorns, yeah, in the reverse. They're trying to get you in a very reactive energy. They're trying to get you to react. They're trying to siphon your energy. They're trying to get you to miss out on your blessings. They're trying to distract you. They're trying to take away your determination and endurance. They're trying to whittle you down. Trying to gaslight you out of your foresight, make you question everything, make you question your intention forward. Can I get the next level, please? Yeah, you're going to be taking a step in a new direction. It's happening quickly. It's almost as if you're taking the reins of your life over again after allowing maybe the divine to steer for a while you healed. But as soon as you take a leap of faith, there's some sort of recognition you're going to get. And at first, I don't think that there's going to be any joy in this. It's going to be very uncomfortable when this first happens. However, you're going to be going towards success, and you will be getting success. You're very good at what you do. You have a very much a dedication to your talents and what you're all about. You've been kind of felt like you've been left in the dark. Like you're having a hard time being seen, or maybe you don't want to be seen at this time. And you feel that although that you very well could be talented, that things aren't working in your favor. It's almost kind of feeling like it's almost like you're working against divine timing. At least that's how it feels. And I'm getting that this is an illusion. This is somebody glamoring you, trying to get you to settle for less. They're trying to get you to drop your boundaries or drop your standards. They're trying to get you to submit by creating illusions and glamour as if everything is falling apart. And that whatever you're working towards, there's no joy, there's no happiness to it. They want you to see the darkness in what you're doing rather than be inspired by the light of what you're doing. Okay? So somebody very well could be envious of you. We've got the Ace of Acorns. So with this new beginning, there will be success, there will be triumphs. You are having a creative force and confidence upgrade with this. All right, fire signs. The thing is that you can't compete where you don't compare. And fire signs, you're very, very difficult to compare with because you're very almost perfectionist. You like things done a certain way. You like things done in a certain series, a certain sequence, because it's tried, tested, and true. You have a process, right? And if people can't step in with this process and become part of the team, then it's not like they're going to be a part of anything, right? It's like somebody coming in to try to reinvent the wheel when you've already got the wheel on the car. You just have to have it moving, right? But they want to come in and say, oh, but I want to make this wheel better. When there's nothing wrong with the wheel to begin with, right? So I get this feeling that somebody's trying to come in and steer your ship in the wrong direction on purpose, okay? Meanwhile, you know exactly what you're doing, you know where you're going, you know how you're getting there. Like, it's to the point where you don't even need your GPS, and they're sitting in the passenger seat asking you what the address is so that way they can help you with GPS. When you don't need the GPS to get there. Kind of a situation. All right. It's more like the line that you just need people to show up and pay attention. There's a very much a king of shells that's having a hard time walking away from you. And it's mainly because you have this creative force and confidence about you. And I feel that they're trying to compare themselves to you. And again, it comes back to this, you can't compete where you don't compare. Okay? Sweet dreams there, Maximilian. Thank you for showing up. So somebody is having a hard time walking away or allowing you to walk away. And I think the fact that they don't want you to walk away is bringing them darkness. They're very much energetically tied to you somehow. And they're trying to, I feel they're disconnected and they're trying to reconnect. There's no liberation or there's no transition where this is. And they're trying to keep you from moving forward. They want to get you in this energy of being very emotionally manipulative and emotionally abrupt, okay? But they themselves are in this energy, so they're trying to project this onto you. Don't fall for it. Collective fire signs, you are going to be getting justice. Things are going to balance out regarding this. Something also tells me you're going to be getting information, inquiry of information. There very well could be somebody coming forward with particular information regarding you or regarding a situation. With this King of Cups, I'm getting a very jealous, envious energy, very manipulative, emotionally manipulative energy. I'm getting a feeling of them being obsessed with you. Yeah, Seven of Shells. Obsession. Ten of Shells. Yeah, they're trying to destroy you. You're going to be receiving this. You're going to be receiving this justice. The truth and clarity is coming to the situation on how they tried to ruin your wish fulfillment. I'm really picking up on an ex-friend. They like to meddle their business into your relationships behind your back without you knowing. And then they create some sort of a blackmail situation so that these people that they're colluding with behind your back, they don't end up saying anything because they don't want to hurt you. And this particular King of Cups reversed uses these particular situations, okay, that they pull them in and manipulate them into as blackmail to basically get them to walk away from you and not speak and not speak up and say something. And this has gone on for decades. And it just basically shows that anybody that's really come into your life is an absolute coward, specifically the ones that come into contact with this particular individual. They're absolute cowards. Because had they come forward with the truth about the blackmail, had they come forward with the truth about the collusion and trying to destroy your wish fulfillment, and I believe that there's more than one person that know of each other that have come up against you, collective. And all they would have had to do is make a decision to team up and come up against this King of Cups that's come up against you. All they would have had to do is come forward and speak the truth. And be honorable. And show some sort of integrity and accountability. But because they haven't been honest and they haven't shown up, they leave themselves susceptible to the karmic energy that is going to be bestowed upon them because of their actions. And because they're too much of a coward to come forward and express themselves in a way that might help the situation and bring clarity and closure to the situation, they'd rather leave it open-ended and they'd rather just not take accountability for anything and stay out of it. I get a feeling that there's quite a few people that are intimidated of you. Not realizing that, your outer exterior might be a little bit intimidating, but you're very much a compassionate teddy bear inside. So they literally had nothing to worry about. The only thing they feared was fear itself. And still, they should be ashamed of themselves for not only ruining a friendship, but colluding against one that only had love and compassion for you. Can I get the cap card for the fire signs? Yeah, the shadow. You're coming out of a shadow period. You're coming out of a period of darkness. This period of darkness was simulated. Somebody had this period of darkness specifically perpetuated for you, collective. Did it not seem odd that any type of prosperity, abundance, or anything that come into your life was shortly thereafter ripped out from underneath you? And it's not like it happened once, it happened a lot. Like, it's just the fact that you finally did the work, you finally made the foundation, you finally got to where you were going, you finally made something of yourself, and somebody ripped it out from underneath you. Over and over and over again. And you couldn't place as to where it was coming from. Little did you know it all stemmed back to this elemental, karmic King of Cups. This King of Cups very well could have been a confidant, very well could have been a mentor, very well could have been a friend that you helped at some point. And because of your strength and because of your light, they were envious of you and how strong you were. And they became too envious to the point where instead of helping you, like you helped them, they instead tried to destroy you. They threw their rocks and hid their hands and played stupid and constantly had you in denial about the whole situation. Oh, they're too good of a friend. They wouldn't do that to me. Really? The one lesson I've learned in the last 2 to 3 years is to somehow, some way, you have to be very discerning, specifically the ones that you trust. Because the ones that you trust could very well be taking advantage of that trust. So if something does not feel right in your relationships with someone, whether it be a friend, it'd be a lover, it'd be a family member, whoever, if something doesn't seem right, it's probably the truth. And you need to take heed of that warning before it's too late. And that I'm speaking from personal experience. Never underestimate the envy in someone's heart, because it is extremely baffling and mind-blowing at the extent of some might go. All right, water signs. Pray tell we get a divine water sign, because I'm tired. All right, water signs. What do we got? 7 of shells. 3 of crystals. Ten of acorns reversed. The Lover's card reversed with a Strength card. Can I get one more? Okay. All right, the feeling I'm getting right away is that I get a feeling that it's almost as if you lost the right to make a choice. You've literally had to work with the energy. You've had no other choice but to empower yourself through a rather dark time, a dark period. You've had to collaborate with people that you would rather not collaborate with. You've had to... It's almost like you were blackmailed into something, by the looks of it. And you've had to really work with your courage and endurance to get through this. And this was all to shift responsibility off of you. It's almost as if someone told you you have to do something in order to get something. And if you don't do this, then certain information will be coming out about a particular situation. It has to do with collusion on someone's life. Now, I don't know why I'm picking up on this energy. It's probably the karmic water sign that's been after me specifically. But whoever you are as a karmic water sign, you're an idiot. You should know better than to do this shit. You thought it was a big ass joke. It's no longer looking like a joke anymore. You're not laughing anymore, are you? Somebody's realizing something. Somebody's realizing that as a karmic, you don't take accountability for anything. You don't apologize. You're very selfish. You're constantly in this envious, dark energy. And this is why no one loves you. This is why people choose to walk away from you. It's because of this karmic energy that you choose to sit in. I'm really kind of getting a narcissistic energy. You'd rather just continue moving forward, not giving a shit about what you've done and the aftermath and the chaos that you leave behind you in your wake. And something tells me here is that it's catching up to you. The shadow has come back to haunt you. It's requiring you to take action. Due to some sort of lies and deception coming to the surface about you creating havoc and chaos in someone else's future. It's all being revealed. You trying to break someone's heart. It's being revealed. You're trying to ruin someone's love life and their new beginning. It's all being revealed. That what is done in the dark is coming to light. And it's not something that you can stop. It's not something that you can manipulate. This is out of your hands. This is something that you felt that you could walk away from. You could wash your hands of it. And now you're having no other choice but to reconcile and deal with it head on. Yeah. You're having to go against your wish fulfillment now. And not only stop what you're doing, but stop the rumors and the bullshit to the point where this person cannot walk away. You're having no other choice but to sit and reflect as to how you show up with other people and how you show up within your relationships, in your family life, and your friendships. It's bringing you to a place of no recovery. There's no transformation here. And it's mainly that you are envious of this person's creativity and the way they are so passionate. Karmic water signs. This person's life is not your business. You should have left well enough alone. This is what envy gets you. It gets you repercussions. It gets you a whole fistful of karma that you don't want to even take accountability for anyway. And now you're having no other choice but to pay back what you've taken. The angels have been telling you to balance it out. And it's almost as if it's showing that you're going to have no other choice once the truth comes out. This particular person is not going to be happy with you. And I think you're shaking in your boots. You're petrified, as you should be. Because the feeling I'm getting, the extent that you went to ruin this person, the time and the energy and the people that you colluded with to rip this person apart. And the ironic thing is, they come out stronger than what they went in. They came out stronger than what you wanted them to be. It seemed like everything that you did to them to ruin them, it only continued to help them level up. The divine has a sense of humor. So if the divine doesn't feel that it's warranted for you to do a particular thing, don't count on it working out. Because any magic that you do, no matter how powerful that you think you are, it's up to the divine. Because the divine is the magic maker that you talk to make things happen. If the divine, if a particular person is protected by the divine, you best believe they be taking notes, and anything that you're going to send these people is going to return to you. But anyway, water signs, things are going to balance out whether you like it or not. And you will be brought to your knees because that is what you wished for them. You should be scared. Because the flip of the coin is, this person, no matter how broken, no matter how much of a winner they are, they would have not ever thought for 1 second to do even a quarter of the things that you've done to them. So if you think that you're not going to receive karma for this, you are sadly mistaken. Extremely mistaken. And again, Spirit is reiterating, you should be scared for what's coming. It's within your intention. And if you think nobody's looking, again, you would be sadly mistaken. Just because there might not be cameras looking and lurking doesn't mean the divine can't see you. It doesn't mean the ancestors can't see you. So this is why it's so predominantly important to do magic within the mind and the heart with good intention, rather than have any ill towards anyone. You know what I do if I have hate and ill towards someone? I pray that they heal. I pray that they get the clarity that they need. I pray that they are seen and they are heard and they are listened to. I don't pray for their downfall. You might have heard me say something along the lines of, you get what you deserve, and the vengeance of the divine will be on you, and you will reap what you sow. Yeah, ultimately you're going to get what you deserve. You're going to get what you put out. When someone goes out of the kindness of their heart to put out love and compassion, and you turn around and try to sabotage that and make them look lesser than what they are, that's not only you trying to diminish their character, but people see that. People notice that. Whether or not you're looking or not. The spiritual world is watching all the time. So you best act accordingly and be respectful and humble regarding the divine. Because what you might think is just a bunch of woohoo, it could very well wreak havoc and chaos or peace and tranquility within your very existence, within a blink of an eye. It's a paramount priority that you focus on what you need to focus on to move forward within a humbled nature rather than a karmic one. Lessons will be learned in 2025, and vengeance will be the divine's. I only wish you what you deserve. Whatever you put out, I wish you abundance. I wish you an utmost abundance of whatever you give to the world. Alright, Spirit says there's some channeled messages coming in. To all of my collective, to my tribe, we are moving through unprecedented times. Moments of existence that have never happened before. We are moving through a time of huge, great, magnificent change. And although things may be seeming chaotic, consider this only the beginning. As much as there are people out there trying to prepare for the doomsday, for the Armageddon, for the end of times, and for the true ascension into 5D reality. It all has many different names, but all represents the same thing. And I tell you now, as a spiritual oracle, there is not anything that you can do in this time, in this place, in this moment to prepare yourself for what is to become. There's not one thing that you can buy that will prepare you for the future. There's not something that you can bestow within your mind of understanding, of truth, of reality, that will prepare you for what is to come. Although the uncertainty of the unknown is before us, and what our current situation and status quo of our reality stands with now, as a status quo, this will all be changing. The vast majority of us already see and witness the crumbling, the earth-shattering changes across the world that have devastated the populace of humanity. The total disregard to the vast majority of humanity is being reprimanded. It is being balanced. For the great deception, the great mandate, the great delusion, the great hypnosis. This was all this was all planned. It was to depopulate the earth, to gain control of humanity. I'm telling you now, and I'm declaring it now, that this plan will not arrive. This plan they have will not succeed. It is falling apart at the wayside. It's crumbling beneath their feet. The very foundation that they've worked years and decades to create in order for this so-called pyramid to be built. They are now finding out the very foundation that they are growing it on and they are building it on is utter quicksand. And because so much time has passed and so much has progressed, and there's been such an awakening, the precipice has tipped in humanity's favor. Due to the overall awakening of the masses, it is a floodgate that is open. It cannot be closed. It needs to allow, to flow, to release the pressure. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can stop this awakening. It is already in full force, full speed ahead, like a freight train with no brakes. Nothing will stop it. The very plan the very 400-year-old plan that they've had to take over the world into a supposed new world order. The audacity that they have to think that they have control over the divine light of every human being. The fact that they have control and they have rights to turn you into a puppet. Their grand plan is failing, and it's failing epically. There are too many moles in the molehill, and it is rigged. As much as the moles would like you to think that this is a mountain, it is simply a molehill. For everything that might be of fear-based, for anything of the chaos, they would for them to instill fear into our hearts and our minds. It is but a prevailing projection of themselves. And again, as they say, that what is done in the dark will always come to light. And the situation is with the Luciferians that call themselves Christians. These are the ones associated with the Illuminati. They are the wielders of the false light, the wielders of the shadow. The wielders of chaos, the wielders of fear. The one thing they forgot to think about on ruling this new earth, this supposed new world order. You have to be able to raise your vibration out of the south node in order to gain any particular control. And the only way to do that is to give up those lower chakras, to release them. These false light Luciferian imbeciles think that they're going to take ahead our humanity and bring us into this new world order that they so-called have planned. Meanwhile, what they don't understand is they are not invited. There is no room for them because they carry with them the false light. It is literally impossible for them to live in the higher north node. They would literally combust from the inside out due to their genetic DNA and genetic imprint within their body. It's literally impossible for them to feel love, to feel compassion. So for them to think that they are going to rise up and to take the wheel, so to speak, of this new generation, this new paradigm, and they feel that they're going to run this so-called new world order into the new land of Atlantis, they are sadly mistaken. They will be left behind and they will be dealt with. So if you think that they are winning, the Divine Council of the Galactic Federation of Light are in opposition of that. And they will no longer allow the lower vibrational lizard heads to take heed or control of humanity any longer. And this is why there will be disclosure this year in 2025 regarding this. The tables have turned. The tables have been flipped. The rig is up. The game is over. This is why I've been so predominantly letting you know to prioritize your healing. Because as long as you're focused on your healing, you're focused on your ascension. By focusing on your ascension, you are getting yourself ready for the 5D. The people of the false light, it is literally impossible for them to reflect. They think that they're higher vibration, when it's so much more farther from the truth. There's a time and a place for everything, collective. And in the coming months, there will be some major changes that are going to confirm exactly what I'm saying. They're running scared. Certain actions have already been taken, and certain actions are unforgivable because they've chosen to go up against the divine light, thinking that they'll make up for it later. No amount of praying on their knees, repenting, and praising to God will bring them back from where they went within their mind and in their dirty ass darkness of a heart. And every single last one of them will be brought to justice. I'm just the messenger. Don't hate me. For those of you that don't know what the 5D is representing, think of the 3D, our 3D reality, having new gifts and new awarenesses, new planes of existence tapping in and integrating into that 3D reality. So not only do we have our 5 senses, but there are more senses and more abilities coming online. and becoming available. Due to our experience and due to our elevation in consciousness, our bodies have no other choice but to go through an upgrade into a higher awareness. It's part of evolution. It's part of what makes us human. So these lower 3D entities, as the 5D gets integrated, the 3D entities are unable to rise, so they will be annihilated. They will be eradicated. The lower density energies will no longer be available to move forward into this new existence. It's almost as if there's been a rocket blasted off, and it's almost, think of it as we are flying through the sky, we're flying through space, and we've gotten to a certain precipice where we're running out of boosters. Okay, and the boosters ran out, so the rocket or the spaceship, shall we say, is basically kicking off its dead weight. So in theory, the Earth is kicking off its dead boosters. Not to give them that much credit. It's not like they got us anywhere. Confirmation. If anything, they've only held us back from our true evolution to truly actually stepping into our fullest potential. They've hoarded information and awareness from the populace. They've deceived absolutely every woman, man, and child to believe that they were worthless, to allow fear to be instilled in every woman, child, and man, and to take advantage of that fear to create puppets, to create slaves, all for their own benefit. It's all coming to light. And every last one of them will be held accountable by the end of this year. They will either disappear or they will be tried for crimes against humanity. And I do believe there will be an insightful distribution of wealth across humanity. It is literally the only way that we will reset the system, is if we take all this money that's been hoarded from all these particular individuals and redisperse it equally into the populace, into humanity. I mean, some of these people get $500,000 a month. It's literally an endless supply of money. that is just taken out of thin air. Our taxes pays for their life and their livelihood. And we are sitting here made to suffer for their enjoyment and entertainment. The tables are turning. The tables are flipping. And if you don't know the truth now, at first it will piss you off. But then it will set you free. It's odd that I have 33 likes and 13 people here in the chat. Angel number 1333. Have a listen. It is a sign from your guardian angel to take risks that help you grow and change into the person that you're meant to be. If you keep seeing 1333, push yourself to get out of your comfort zone and find your purpose. It can also be a sign that positive changes are around the corner. It represents new beginnings and independence and creation. It also represents awakening and spiritual guidance. It also can represent that that it's indicated that you have arrived at your destiny and your divinity. It also can represent a blessing from above and remind you that your life is guided by the universe. It's a combination of the number 1 and the 3, and the 3 is appearing tripled. The number 1 resonates with intuition, progress, and happiness. The number 1 encourages people to step out of their comfort zones. The number 1333 can be a sign to listen to your intuition. It's also a sign that your angels, that they are helping you to gain a positive perspective and attitude and are helping to empower you. It's also, it illustrates the universe's desires for you to succeed and to live a fulfilled life. The divine beings will keep availing of whatever you need. But it is definitely a potent message of fresh starts, spiritual ascension, and manifestation of your desires. It's also a recollection that you are surrounded by positive energies and love. Make the most out of that energy. and get creative. So, before I end the evening, I want to say thank you to my supporters. If any of my supporters are still here and they have donated tonight and you would like a message, please come forward and allow me to know that you would like a couple cards, and I will throw you a couple cards. I'm going to start with the ones that have donated specifically tonight, and then I'm going to move on to my members if they need or want a message. So feel free to pop forward here and let me know your question if you've donated tonight. This goes for Amelia, Robert, I believe Gumboots. I think there's one here from Gumboots as well. Yep. And I think there's one other one here. Okay. I'm doing okay, Melissa. Alright, Spirit, is there any particular message for Amelia? She's looking for a message. There's something here that you're not seeing, or that you're failing to see, or that you're looking away from, or there's something that you just don't see. It's out of your wavelength of view or perception. Something to do with emotional manipulation and a failed union. Two of Cups in the reverse. It's giving me breadcrumbs. It's giving me facade. It's giving me wearing a mask. Now, I don't see this being you. This very well could be someone that you're dealing with. Put it where it belongs. Yeah, there's been nothing but chaos. There's a feeling here of deserving better. And there's also a feeling of not wanting to move forward with this particular energy any further. Yeah, there's definitely a death and a rebirth to this situation. More like a death to the situation and your rebirth. This is something that you cannot walk away from, and I know that this is kind of pressured, putting extra pressure on you. It's not something that you can just walk up and walk away from. This is something where there's unfinished business. There's lessons to learn through this. And the only way that you can, excel and evolve from this is to go through it. There's nothing that you can do to avoid this particular situation. And the worst part is you won't be prepared. You won't see this coming. This is already confirming to you with something, and it's got you in this feeling of unrest. You're unable to rest, you're unable to relax, you're unable to chill. You're constantly on edge. You're constantly like this fight or flight kind of reactive energy. You're juggling a lot, and it's going to bring you to a precipice of ending some sort of cycle. Because you can't continue going on like this. It's not going to work out for you, and you know that. You at least know that much. The way it's going along, it's not working out. You're going to have to drop all this distraction and focus on yourself. And Spirit's saying this is going to be one of the hardest things for you to do. Yeah. This could very well be dealing with your childhood. This very well could be dealing with children. It very well could be dealing with nostalgic family memories. It could be dealing with trauma. And dealing with some sort of sadness and having to change the way you look at emotions and relationships. You're not going to be going, you're going to be going in, but you're not going to be coming out the same. It's almost kind of giving me the violet flame, the violet fire. You're going to be going through the fire. You have literally no other choice but to go through the fire. But this fire is going to purify you. It's not going to burn you alive. It's the type of fire that you don't have to be afraid of. Okay? This is the fire of transformation. Yeah, there's going to be some sort of communication coming forward. It's coming forward rather quickly. You're going to be getting wind of this communication before it actually happens. And this is going to be reconciliation. This is going to be a balancing of the scales. This is going to be getting back what you thought you lost. As well, you thought this was all for nothing. You're still going to get something out of it. You're requiring a time of isolation and to go in and reflect through your experiences and get the most out of them, so that way you can release them. You cannot find awareness without the light. If you're in constant darkness, you will remain in the darkness, in the unknown. But the moment that you realize that the light that has been within you the whole time to keep you to keep you stable and to keep you focused has always been there. It's not something that you've lost. It's not something that you have to develop. It's just something that you need to recognize and have full confidence within it. And the ability to be knowing of this light, to shine this light that you have within you, and to have the confidence to do so. And to not feel uncomfortable for allowing this light to shine in the first place. You need to stay guarded as far as your intentions, as far as your integrity, as to the way that you show forward and you move forward with your intention and your actions. Allow this passionate light that's within you to be the precipice of your fuel. Let it be the precipice and the energy behind your action. Allow that intuition within you to guide you and stop questioning it. You're feeling left out by you ascending, by you coming out of this karmic energy, by you releasing this karmic energy, by you letting it go. There's so much more space for you to move around. There's so much more ability for you to change. There's more space, there's more freedom to change those pillars on which you stand, which you found your foundation, what you've built your legacy of your life upon. Having to allow that what no longer serves you to fall away. has got you in this energy of loss and of lack, and the feeling of not being a part of, not being included. However, I feel that you're kind of missing the point. As much as we might have family and friends and acquaintances and business colleagues and lovers, okay? Did I say family? All aspects of relationships. The ability to know that all of these earthly matters, all of these earthly connections mean absolutely nothing. Okay? These connections mean absolutely nothing in comparison to who you are, what you're about, how you're showing up, and where you're going. When it comes right down to it, it's up to you and the divine. It's up to you and your creator. This is the most important relationship that we have in our existence. Because the only way that we get into this plane of existence is through spirit. And the only way that we're getting out of here is through spirit. So really, that is literally the only relationship that you have that is the most important. It's the relationship that you have with yourself, and it's the relationship that you have with your higher power. This trumps everything. So that heartbroken heart that you have because Susie down the street broke up with you, or, you know, the fact that Scotty down the road, he literally shattered you from one side to the other and left you with nothing. As much as they hurt you, it means absolutely nothing. And I'll tell you, this was a huge pill to swallow, specifically after my breakup with my ex. The fact that no other relationships, not even the relationship that you have with your mother, matters more than the relationship that you have with yourself and the higher power. Because the relationship that you have with the higher power is what precedes you and it sustains you. The relationship that you have with yourself is what fuels you. Within your realm, within your universe, as above, as in heaven, as below, within your heart, as above, so below, as within, so without. So it brings it back to the relationship that you have with yourself, within your mind and heart, as well as the emotional relationship that you have with your higher power. This will determine your existence. Nothing else. Not your bachelor's degree, not your diploma, not your 37 years of dedicated work in a particular business. All that work that you put in to your investments and to your stocks mean absolutely nothing. It all means absolutely nothing. This 3D was just simply here to allow you to experience your emotions for what they are. to be able to give you a space and a time and an ability to reflect. The earth plane of existence is literally one of the most difficult and most challenging planes of existence to exist in as a spiritual body. Timeline. You're wondering whether or not you should buy a house or rent. It all depends on the money that you have to invest. If you feel that you're going to be moving in 6 months to a year, I would rent. If you're wanting to put down roots and invest in a house, then that's what I would do. It all depends on your overall intention on what you want to do. Would it be the time to be buying a house right now? Probably not. Wait till it flops, wait till it crashes first. Because then there's going to be houses for very, very cheap. But I think at that point the dollar might be worthless, the way it's going. But again, it's all an illusion. But anyway, that is the conclusion of tonight's message. Focus on what you can invest in and hope for the best. There's plenty of more messages on my channel. Don't feel intimidated by any of the messages or videos with the long hour content. Pick your favorite angel number and go to that angel number within that video. Whatever one you're drawn to. And start from anywhere in the video that you feel you're drawn to, because there very well could be a message you're being drawn to within it. Okay, so there's plenty of videos there. If you'd like to rewind this eventually and watch this one over again, you're more than welcome to. If you would like to donate to the channel, it'd be greatly appreciated. You help me eat. I would like to get it into my new place. This is my job. This is what I do. So any support is greatly appreciated. You can get a personal reading if you like. Thank you. Thank you, Amelia. If you'd like to buy some merch, check out my links section. The merch is available. I don't know about the tariffs. Have at her. Good luck. International shipping would probably be better rather than standard. Anyhow, get a personal reading if you like. Check out the Hipsy link. You want to get merch, check out that link to the Armor Room. Check out my wish list for Amazon. I don't know. Hit me up with a super chat, super thanks, super sticker. It's all greatly appreciated. Okay? And it not only helps me out, it helps out the channel to be able to bring you more content. The more settled I am, the more members I have, the more content that's coming out. So, on that note, my friends, I thank you so much for joining me this evening for the nightly collective message. Tonight's energy check-in has been brought to you by the new month of March. I hope the messages have served you well, and I hope that you find clarity in those messages. Until further ado, I thank you from the bottom of my soul for all the kind support, and to all my OGs, welcome back. To all my newbies, welcome in. Please be good to yourself, specifically if you can't be good at it. So at least if you're good to yourself, you could be good to others. You can keep the soup. Until the next video, have a good evening. And ciao for now. I'm just finding out now there's a green screen. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. It's me. Maybe I'll do one with the background next time. I'm just noticing it now. Who would have thought, right? Oh, there's the chakra system. So all of these lower chakras are going offline. When we go move into the 3D, the 5D, I don't know, can we move it up? No. All of these lower chakras are going to be going offline. We're only going to be based out of these 7 chakras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So anyway, kids, have a good evening. Ciao for now.